Welcome back. I'm Chris Kirshner with your Gator Sports Rundown. During yesterday's newscast, I mentioned that the top-ranked Gators men's basketball team has its focus on becoming the first team in SEC history to go undefeated in conference play. In last night's game against South Carolina, one player carved his name into Florida's history books. All tied at 25, Scotty Wilbekin drives inside, kicks out to Dorian Finney-Smith, who dishes it to Michael Frazier, drains. He was feeling it early on. Florida only up 2 at halftime, though. This time, with the hand in the face, it's no problem. He drains it. It's too easy for him. Okay, well, what about 2 hands in the face? From the corner, yeah, it doesn't matter. Frazier goes 11 of 18 from downtown. That's a school record. He finishes 37 points, scoring more than half the Gators' points, and the only Gator to score in double figures. Gators extend their winning streak to 22 with the 72-46 win over the Gamecocks. Under Coach Billy Donovan, only 12 Gators have scored more than 30 points. So let's see where Frazier's name stacks up. After last night's record-breaking performance, Frazier now tied for first in most points scored under Coach Donovan with Chicago Bulls center Joakim Noah, who scored 37 back in 2006. Anthony Roberson now in third and fourth place with 35 and 34 points. And current Memphis Grizzly Nick Calathis in fifth place with 33 points. Everyone on the list carried their team to victory except Calathis, who lost to Florida's next opponent, Kentucky, back in 2009. And Florida's final opponent of the regular season was also in action last night. The Kentucky Wildcats entered last night's contest with a 2-game losing streak, with losses coming against Arkansas and South Carolina. Against Alabama last night, the Wildcats struggled again. They shot a very poor 33% from the field. Julius Randle, one of the 5 freshman Kentucky starts, led the way for the Cats with 12 points and 11 boards. Kentucky wins 55-48. The 55 points was a season low for the Wildcats. Florida and Kentucky tip off Saturday at noon. And Florida baseball entered last night's game against the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, losers of its last 3 of 4 games. But with some timely hitting, Florida finally broke out of that funk. It didn't come easy for the Gators. Trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th, Florida put up a 2-spot after RBI singles from Braden Matza and Josh Tobias. Tobias' first ribby on the season. We are 13 games deep, ladies and gentlemen. Just shows you how Florida hitters have struggled early on. In the 7th, Matson again with a go-ahead RBI single. Gators beat Southern Miss for the first time in history, 4-2. Taylor Swift says in her song 22, "I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22." The Gators softball team must be feeling 22 right about now. Florida extended its win streak to 22 games last night in a win over Boston College. It's the second longest season opening run in program history, just behind the 24 consecutive wins in 2011. Hannah Rogers gets her ninth win on the season, going 5 innings and whiffing 5 batters as well. Kelsey Stewart recorded 2 hits and scored twice for the Gators. She's now reached base in every game this season. Florida opens SEC play this Friday when they host Ole Miss. And some Florida football news. The team announced that 9 of its 15 spring practices will be open to the public. The first one comes on March 19th, but times haven't been announced just yet. So for those fans who will be in Gainesville, it will be the first look at the new offense led by former Duke offensive coordinator Kurt Roper. Florida fans are hoping that Roper can bring to life an offense that really struggled last year. And also, the team announced today that Roper will be making $590,000 per season over the next 3 years.
Chris, that's a lot of money. What does it take to get a contract like that?
Well, Roper led Duke's offense, who scored just under 33 points per game. Florida didn't score that many points in a single game last season. So Florida has to hope that Roper can bring that offense to Gainesville.
All right, well, thank you, Chris. More news after the break. Stay with us.